Welcome to the third session of Microsoft Excel. In the previous session, we learned about what is Microsoft Excel, how to start Microsoft Excel, and what are recent documents. Today, we will be learning about pinning documents and also what is what are the different templates that are available and how to use them. So let's begin our session for today. So you'll see pinning documents is something that we're going to start with, followed by templates. What is pinning documents in Microsoft Excel? Users can pin the recently used files. This feature helps the user to quickly access the recently used files and pin the list of the files in the chronological order. Now, just beside recent, we saw pinned, right? What is pinned documents? Now, whenever you're using social media post, you will come across something called pinning the post. That is, let's say you're looking for a house and you have put it out on social media that you're looking for a house in this location, in this budget. If anybody has any contacts, to share it with you, right? What you can do is you can pin that in your social media page. So whoever lands up in your social media page can look into that, or people can see if they open your page or if they are accessing with any of the if they're looking with any of those keywords, they will still come across to your post, right? Similarly, in Microsoft Excel, there's something called pin documents, where the document that you will be frequently using, you can pin it up. And what happens is when you pin up that document, anytime that you would want to use, instead of even going to recent documents, you can just look for it from the pinned document, right? So let's say how to pin documents. So we'll go back and we will open Microsoft Excel. We'll go to File, and in File, you will see Recent Pinned, right? Now, when you click on the pinned, you see it's empty because I've not pinned any documents as of yet. But you go to Recent, and let's say I will be working on this document more frequently for the next few weeks. Click onto it and pin to the list. Once you pin to the list, this document will be ready to use. So you go to pin and you see this document is pinned here. Now you do not need to look for it in the recent documents as well, right? You can also go directly to the pinned documents and use it. Now, let's say for example, you are working on the balance sheet and you also have to look into the last year's balance sheet that you had created. Every time you look into the last year's balance sheet and this year's balance sheet as well, you have to make sure that you do not have to look for that last year's balance sheet. You might know where it is stored, but you have to save some of your time and some of your effort here. What you can do is you can pin that document as well. And you can pin the document that you're working on, which is the recent balance sheet of this year. You can pin that as well. So anytime you would want to open that document, you do not have to search and look for that document and waste even 5 minutes. You can come to the pin documents, click onto it and pin that document. Yeah. And that's how you pin a document and use it when you need to use it frequently as much as you can. Your pinned documents also appear in chronological order. So the file which was, last done to the file, which has been done previously or long back, you will be able to chronologically visit the or open the files or all the files that has been pinned by you. Now, one thing is, do not pin each and every document that you would want to. That's not required. Pin the documents that you think is relevant, will be required for future, or will be required, for an emergency purpose or for recent use. Make sure that those are important documents as well. Yes. Now, how to unpin this. So let's say my use is over. The balance sheet I've created is done completely. I don't need to use it anymore, this format. What you do is you right click on it and you can unpin it from the list. Once you unpin it from the list, it's just that if you go to pinned, you won't be able to look for the file, but it will still be in the recent file or in the folder that you have stored in case you have removed it from the recent document list as well. So pin the files that are utmost required. Whenever you require it, let's say it's important, it has important calculation, pin those files. Don't pin each and every file that you use in or each and every workbook that you've been using, because you might not need all of those workbooks at the same time. But certain workbooks can also be your reference. So pin all those documents. Now this is all about pinning documents. The next we will go to is templates. What is a template? It's a pre-format of a file. Easier to make, quick format, saves time, increases flexibility, provides new idea, and reduces human error. Any last minute deadline. Yes, you all Microsoft Excel provides you, Microsoft Office provides you with pre-loaded templates for all the last minute deadlines that you have. So let's say morning you have entered Office and you've been told that there's a presentation. And in that presentation, you have to showcase the company's uh, balance sheet that you need to present with the help of the Excel file. Now, because it will be a small target group of audience that will be looking into a file, you need to start creating that balance sheet. Though balance sheet, there's a format, you have to work on the design, the branding, the colors, and all those things. But what happens is if you go to Microsoft Excel and if you search for that very same format, which is your balance sheet format, you will be able to access that balance sheet as well. And what you can do is you can customize it as per your requirement, which is change the color, change the heading, add your company name, add your company logo, and do all of those things. Now, another thing with templates is you will get certain generalized templates. For example, calendar. But there are multiple calendars that formats that you might require to. An academic calendar is something that it's not required in the office. A daily task list calendar is maybe used by the hospitality department more, but not by the managers. So in this way, you can create you have access to different formats of calendars or any document that you will be looking for, right? Now, when you work with templates and with all the last minute templates that you work on, it also gives you an idea to create a new template of your own. You can, if you have time, look into the different templates that are available for you. Take those templates and then create a new template for yourself. Once you create a new template for yourself, you can always standardize it and use it for later uses, right? And also, this will reduce human error because if your content is ready, you just need to put it in the template and finish all those calculations which are there. That's about it. You do not need to think about where to write what, where should I, what color should I do, and in that space, miss out on time. A lot of efforts gets wasted. Most importantly, you might just miss out on certain points as well, and you would not want to do that. Yeah, so let's see how to use templates in Microsoft Excel. So we'll go back and we will open Microsoft Excel. We can go to new and you see there are templates here. There is organization chart, seasonal photo calendar, monthly budget, monthly company budget, weekly chore schedule, invoice, student schedule, weekly attendance report, simple invoice sales invoice tracker, employee absence schedule, inventory list, home inventory, loan calculator, bill paying checklist, project timeline, Gantt project, etc. So you see different formats are already available. But let's say I want to look for balance sheet. So you can click onto this, you can create, and as you see, you are in the balance sheet. Now you can always change this picture, always add a different font here if you want. And let's customize it as per the use. So I will be able to see what is written here. You can obviously change the font and the style as well. The chart is already created here. So what you can do is you can go to assets and just add your number. So your last year's number and your this year's number can all be added here. And the chart will also work, you know, display it in that manner. Similarly, here also you can just add your numbers, and in case any other points that you would want to add here, so add it here and change it as per your use. You can also customize the color of the charts, which we will be learning after some time. But see, your charts are also created, so you do not need to worry about how to show the charts. If it's till last moment, you do not might not have to change the colors as well, but you have a format where the content has been put and you can display it as well, right? So this gives you a lot of help and a lot of time, and saves a lot of time. You can concentrate on making your document better than sitting and editing and conceptualizing the design that you would want. Now, for example, whenever you want to create a standardized template for yourself, look into different templates of balance sheet maybe. So you can go to file, you can go to new, and let's say here you see this taskbar, you can just write balance sheet. Click onto this magnifying glass and search for it. As you see, there are four formats already readily available. You can look into this four and also create your format as well, right? You can draw inspiration from all these four formats and create your own format and make it a standardized template. Documents which you think will be used on a regular basis, let's say 6 monthly, three after every 3 months, or after every 6 months, or in a year, every year, you can always have standardized templates ready. Standardized templates will help you in saving time and saving effort and just adding the content so that you can present it at any time, right? So this is how the whole balance, the templates work. Now that you have learned about templates and pinning documents, you can go to support.microsoft.com to look into more Excel calendar templates that are available. Also, please visit microsoftlearn.com to finish a course on Microsoft Excel and earn few extra credits. Thank you.